Hello, my nerdlings. If you're new here, my name is Nikki. Welcome to my channel where we get nerdy. Today, we are filming February's TBR. So I filmed this video once already where we played a game, and that helps decide the TBR. But then, my stupid ass said, let's read a book for every day in the month of February. A book a day. Like, it's doable. It's the shortest month. There's 28 days, 28 books, not that bad. So I have 20 books here from my physical TBR that I want to read. And then I figured I could do 8 Kindle books. So in this tin, I have all 570 some titles that are in my Kindle because stuff your Kindle days, I love them. So I'm going to draw 8 from here. I have these 20, and that will be our TBR for next month. And I do have my Kindle here so that once I pull a title, if I don't remember exactly what it's about, I can quickly look it up. So we'll start with our Kindle books. But here's an example. Like, let me grab one. Come on, come out, please. They're all stuck together. Hold on. Well, that one's kind of, we'll go with this one. Some of them have like lines through them because my printer sucks. But like, it literally has the book cover. Like, there's 500 of them in here. See this? 500. But why isn't my library? There we go. So, and some of these are actually complete series that are in here. So let's hope we don't grab one of those. I think that says the divine and the cursed. I have no clue what that's about. Search Kindle. The divine and the cursed. When 18-year-old Ariana is stolen from her family and sold into slavery, she spends months disguised as a half-breed fae, struggling against the devastations of a decade-long war, but she never expected to find herself at the mercy of her country's greatest enemy. Let me keep reading. It says teen, young adult, paranormal, urban fantasy romance. Okay. She's royalty and he's unbelievably wicked. Trigger warnings: war, violence, slavery, torture, death, blood, starvation, kidnapping, injury. SA, no, not on page, descriptions only mentioned, and loss of a parent. Okay. So there's book number 1. No, don't fall off, because that would be one hell of a mess to clean up. Next, we have Through the Ice by Jacqueline Snow. There we go. Through the Ice. I have a feeling this is a hockey romance. Shocker. Through the Ice. Yep, that looks like the right cover. The last person nursing student Audrey Hawthorne wants to be paired with for senior clinicals is Theo Sanders, the hockey star responsible for her brother's season-ending injury. So she's branded him enemy number one, yet when they're assigned to the same ICU team, she can't avoid him. Theo, known for his easy smiles and sunny disposition, has always been misunderstood. Behind his cheerful facade lies a man struggling with heavy responsibilities. He's been the main caretaker of his siblings since his mother's stroke. When he learns he'll be working alongside Audrey, he sees it as his chance to prove he's not the villain she thinks he is. Forced proximity in the high-stakes environment of the ICU makes it impossible for Audrey to maintain her grudge. She discovers Theo's life off the ice is as complex and demanding as her own, filled with sacrifices and care for those he loves. Theo starts to break through her defenses, where they begin relying on each other for everything. As their relationship deepens, can Audrey risk alienating the family, the only family she has left? Okay, that sounds... I don't remember it being that like that description, but sounds good. Okay, so now number 3. This one says Puck Buddy by M.A. Lee. Again, I'm guessing a hockey romance. I'm not going to look it up because we can obviously tell it's a hockey romance. I don't feel... if we sit here looking them all up, it's going to take forever. My Dragon Savior by Leah Davis. I have a feeling it's a dragon shifter romance. Okay. That's my guess. That's what we're guessing. Okay. We got 4. Now 4 more. We'll do both of these. So next we have In the Shadows by L.B. August. Judging by this cover, it's a fantasy romance. As my guess. And then this one is Yours Unexpectedly by Rachel Lewis. No clue. Yours Unexpectedly. I don't want to read the author's note. I want to know what this book is about. Okay. Bex Bardot is in the final semester of her senior year at Hawthorne University, so she's so close to her graduation she can taste it. The only hitch in her plans, a missing fine arts credit in the form of Intro to Acting, TA'd none other by Anders Olsen, her brother's best friend and roommate, and her not-so-secret teenage crush. We have a brother's best friend. Yes! I love brothers' best friends. Anders has finally put some pieces of his life back together after a failed attempt at Broadway career, delivering him to rock bottom. He's going to therapy. He's found the best way to use his ADHD to his advantage and embrace a life of sobriety. The only thing with potential to derail his perfectly rebuilt life, a run-in with Bex, his best friend's little sister, and someone he's intentionally avoided since coming back to Hawthorne. Now that Bex and Anders are forced to spend time together, buried feelings are starting to resurface. Can Anders convince Bex that he's a changed man? Can Bex learn to accept the love she deserves? They'll have to trust each other if they want their relationship to take center stage. Ooh, that sounds good. Okay, so what's this other one we grabbed? In the Shadows. In the Shadows by L.B. August. Damned by gods and threaded by fates, 2 mortals must embrace the darkness to find their true destinies. Lilith Clark is supposed to be dead, murdered by the vicious King Orin, her blood staining a field of daisies. But death would have been merciful. After years of having no name, she's given the title Queen of Umbra, but it will cost her everything. Lily is now bound to King Asher, the most powerful and brutal shadow diviness in all of Omnia. Forced to rule in secret, she slowly loses herself to darkness. She fears she fears it will swallow her whole until he arrives, tugging an ancient thread deep within her soul. Theodore Kincaid seeks justice in Umbria, but falls captive to his sworn enemy, the ruthless King Asher, trapped in the kingdom that killed his beloved. His fate seems sealed until a chance encounter with the Queen offers him opportunity he can't resist. Theo and the Queen each believe they are in full control, but neither is prepared for what the fates have in store. Amidst the realm, on the brink of chaos, two souls collide in a heart-wrenching tale of unveiling secrets, conquering the darkness, and igniting love that could save, or destroy. It's the first book in a new series filled with forbidden romance, enemies to lovers, magical powers, fated mates, and political intrigue. Perfect for fans of The Serpent and the Wings of Night, Fourth Wing, The Cruel Prince, One Dark Window, and ACOTAR. And it's for mature audiences. It's 496 pages. Okay, we got this. We got this. All right. Now, two more. There's one that I really, really, really want to grab that I'm hoping comes up, but I doubt it because, it's 577. So the one specific one that I want, there's no way. I haven't even seen it in all the time I've been messing around in here. So we have some hockey romances. We have some fantasy romances. We have a brother's best friend. Let's see if we can grab a mafia one. That would be nice. Maybe. Mafia or billionaire. Mountain Haven by Dawn Love. But feeling this is a lumberjack romance. So that's something different. And how about...
Hey.
Hi! Don't touch the books. No, thank you. And then this one, The Seal. I have a feeling this is about a Navy SEAL romance. So we're going to set those to the side. Close up my tin before Leon decides to spill it. We'll set these off to the side. So now on to the physical books. We're 13 minutes in and we haven't even started the physical books. It's going to be a video. We'll start with this end. First one is I Want to Die, But I Still Want to Eat Tteokbokki. This is a nonfiction about a young woman that has started going to therapy for mental illness, and she records her therapy sessions, transcribes them, and then has little mini reflective essays at the end of each chunk. I read the first one 2 years ago, absolutely loved it, so I can't wait to read this next one. After that, we have The Threads That Bind by Kika Hatsapulu. This is a YA fantasy, but it's like the three children are like the children of the fates. So I already bought the second book in this series, so I need to read the first. Just going to try and go fast through these because of the fact, we still have a lot to go. Then we have The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. This is the book one of the Nightborn duet in the Crowns of Nyaxia world. This is about vampires. Humans and vampires. Let's see. She's a human adopted by a vampire king, and then, yeah. It's a heart-wrenching romance with dark magic and bloodthirsty intrigue. So, can't wait to read it. And then after that, we have The Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. This is a mafia romance, but it's like between two rival families. So like it gives me, it's from the Brutal Birthright series. It's giving me like Romeo and Juliet vibes, but with Italian mob, or no, not Italian, Irish. Hi. You said hi. Hi. Wow. Oh, can I have the battery? Thank you. You can play with the dice, but I need the battery. Okay. Thank you. And then after that, we have My Lucky Number 13 by Piper Rain. This is, shocker, a hockey romance. I got this, yeah, I got this in a book box. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, this is that one. So this guy has like had a great hockey career. One day it just like starts to tank. He's had terrible games. He has a one night stand. The next game he gets a hat trick. So now he's being superstitious that he needs to sleep with her before every game so that he can keep succeeding and not losing his hockey contract. Leon, shh. Can you go watch your TV? Thank you. Or go get Nikolai. One or the other. Go play with Nick. You know, he's up in his room. You can go get him. Then after that, I have Demon Slayer. This is a manga. I can't pronounce the author's name. I know that this is the brother-sister pair. She's turning into a demon, and he's trying to stop it. From what my understanding of Nikolai has told me. Hey, go play upstairs, please. Demon Slayer. She's a demon because someone turned her into a demon, but her brother's trying to stop it, correct? Yeah, brother's trying to save her. Exactly what I just said. Then after that, we have Always Practice Safe Hex. This is book 4 in Stay of Spell by Juliet Cross. I have read book 1, 2, and 3. There's a novella that's 3.5 that I bought the audio book because I don't have a physical one and I don't feel like spending, $17.99 on a 200-page book. So I'm actually going to start that audiobook today. This is about Livy Savoy, who has a passion for working in PR. She has a passion for PR, except Gareth Blackwater is annoyingly brilliant and her work nemesis. Gareth is a Grim Reaper, and a Grim Reaper, Gareth is ever moved beyond his broody, stoic state. But when he's partnered up with Livy in a company competition for charity, his peace of mind is destroyed. He's convinced the flesh-melting attraction he feels must be her witchy magic at work. I have a feeling it's not her witchy magic at work. He ran to his room. And then after that, we have Guild by Raven Kennedy. This is the first book in the Plated Prisoner series. This is about Orin, who is, she is a concubine, I guess would be the polite way to put it, to King Midas. And there's this whole story that goes on. I have to read this for a book club. So that's why this is on the TBR. Then after that, we have Wretched by Emily McIntyre. This is, I want to say it's is it the, it's either Wizard of Oz or Alice in Wonderland, something. Because all of her Never After series is like taking a traditional story. The villain ends up with the heroine or hero, and but it's modern set. So Evelina Westerly has always been the bad guy as the brains, brawn, and botanist behind her family's drug empire. She's her father's ruthless secret weapon. After a one night stand with a gorgeous man at a nightclub, she sated her urges and is back to her criminal ways. That is until the same man shows up as the new Westerly lackey under a totally different name. But Nicholas Woodsworth is a real secret is more dangerous than the alias. He's an undercover DEA agent that is hell-bent on destroying the drug trade that devastated his family. Evelina embodies everything he's against, and he's been sent here to be her downfall. Yet the more they learn about the darkness in each other's hearts, the more alike they seem. When hatred turns into something more, Nicholas will have to decide whether he can love a wretched woman or if it means bringing both their lives to ruin. And then we have Double Pucked by Lauren Blakely. This is a hockey romance, but I believe it's a why choose. When I discover my boyfriend is cheating on me, I move out right away, taking what I love most, my dog. As I fly out the door, I make sure to swipe the thing my ex loves best, the VIP tickets he won to a hockey game, complete with a chance to spend an evening with the city's two biggest NHL stars. I can't wait to snap selfies with my ex's idols and rub it in his face. Except when I head out with the two hockey studs, they have something else in mind besides sweet revenge. Would I like to spend the night with both of them? So, I don't remember buying this, but I'm intrigued. Well, okay. There's no trigger warning, so we're good. And after that, we have Fragile Sanctuary by Catherine Cowles. This is a brother's best friend. It's the only reason I bought it. Brother's best friend. The scowl should have been my first clue to stay far away from Anson Hunt. The sexy smirk and the fact that he's my brother's best friend, reason 2 and 3. Not to mention he's the new contractor working on my house. So, I can't wait to read this. And it's really pretty. I think so, at least. It's really pretty. And then after that, we have In Bed with a Highlander by Maya Banks. I read a different series by Maya Banks last year. Absolutely loved it. This is going to be my first step into like a Highlander historical romance. So let's see. Ewan McCabe is the eldest and a warrior determined to vanquish his enemy. Now, with the time ripe for battle, his men are ready, and Ewan is poised to take back what is his until a blue-eyed, raven-haired temptress is thrust into his life. Marin may be the salvation of Ewan's clan, but for a man whose dreams only of revenge, matters of the heart are strange territory to conquer. The illegitimate daughter of the king, Marin possesses private property that has made her a pawn and wary of love. Her worst fears are realized when she is rescued from peril, only to be forced into marriage by her charismatic and commanding savior, Ewan McCabe. But her attraction to her ruggedly powerful new husband makes her crave his surprisingly tender touch. Her body comes alive under his sensual mastery, and as war draws near, Marin's strength, spirit, and passion challenge Ewan to conquer his demons and embrace a love that means more than revenge or land. That sounds really good. Then after that, we have Sweat and Soap Volume 2. She works at a beauty company, but I want to say in like accounting. He is the guy that makes all the perfume scents, and he absolutely loves her smell, like her natural like pheromones and stuff. And it's their romance, to put it plainly. After that, I don't know why I picked such a thick book. We have The Striker by Anna Huang. This is Asher Donovan's love story. Asher, we have seen in the Kings of Sin series. Now he gets his own book. He's a soccer player or football, depending on your country. So yeah, Anna Huang books never take me long to read at all. So that's why I grabbed it, probably. Then after that, we have Pucked by Helena Hunting. She thought it was just one night, but hockey's biggest player wants more in this clever, sexy rom-com. Yeah, so she's pretty much convinced that Alex Waters. Let's see. I have zero interest in legendary hockey player Alex Waters or his pretty beat up face and six-pack abs. She thinks he's like very surface level and basic and whatnot. But then you actually find out that he likes to read, and there's more to him than his very hockey, alpha facade. And then after that, we have Playing for Keeps by Kendall Ryan. Let's see. I've never been so stupid in my entire life. My teammate's incredibly sweet and gorgeous young sister should have been off limits, but my hockey stick didn't get that memo. Oh, it's a gift. Okay. I was like, I don't remember buying this. After our team won the championship and plenty of alcohol, our flirting turned physical and I took her to bed. Shame sent her running the next morning from our catastrophic mistake. She thinks I don't remember the night, but every detail is burned into my brain so deeply I'll never forget. The feel of her in my arms, the soft whimpers of pleasure I coaxed from her perfect lips, and now I've spent 3 months trying to get her out of my head, which has been futile because I'm starting to understand she's the only girl I ever want. I have one shot to show her how I can be exactly what she needs, but Elise won't be easily convinced. That's okay because I'm good under pressure, but this time I'm playing for keeps. That sounds cute. And then after that, we have Romancing the Grump, Holy Hockey Books by Emily Proctor. This is a sweet hockey rom-com. He's a grump and happy to stay that way, but can her sunshine melt the ice around his heart? Oh, it's a fake dating. Okay, this is exciting. So, not that bad either. Oh, and it was a gift. 343 pages? That's not bad at all. Then after that, we have Don't Let Me Fall by Kelsey Ray. I want a girl I can't have. She's my tutor, my best friend's girlfriend, and my kryptonite. She also looks really good in my t-shirt. But she wants the golden boy, and I'm more of a villain type. Or at least I was, until I saw her smile for the first time. But the good guy she wants won't lust after his friend's girlfriend. And the good guy she's with shouldn't be sneaking around behind her back. So where the hell does that leave me? Fan-fucking-tastic question. This was a gift. I saw this on TikTok. And went to Amazon, put it on my wish list because that's what I do with a lot of TikTok books. If I don't want to lose the titles, I put them on my Amazon wish list. And so, another gift. Last hockey one, I swear. L. Kennedy, Body Check. Let's see. After a childhood spent being dragged around the country by her hockey coach father, Hayden Houston intends to take some time to figure out her future. Whether that future will include her on again, off again boyfriend remains seen, but it certainly won't include is the for one night only guy she met at a bar. But it seems hockey star Brody Croft did not get the memo about it being temporary. Big, bold, and driven, he's dedicated to everything he does up until now. That's been his team. The one owned by Hayden's dad. But his night with Hayden has sparked something he didn't expect. The two of them are good together, really good. There's a connection he has never experienced before. One he knows they'd be wrong to ignore, even with a game-fixing scandal testing their loyalties to teammates, friends, and family. Part of Hayden wants to turn tail and run. A complicated relationship with a bad boy hockey player is exactly what she never wanted, but when it comes to Brody, Hayden is realizing people can be much more than they seem. Oh, wow. Ooh, another gift. Ooh, I didn't realize I had so many gifts in this stack. "284 pages. I could read this in a day. Less than a day. Oh, my book's all fucked up. I didn't even notice that. That sucks. And then lastly, this is the one that I'm honestly on the fence about the most of these physical books because I'm kind of intimidated. Everyone tells me about how dark it is, and it makes me nervous. And that is God of Malice by Rena Kent. This is book 1 in the Legacy of Gods series. This is a very dark romance, to the point where I think, yeah, Killian Carson, the main character of God of Malice, is a true psychopath, not a make-believe villain nor a bad boy who's eventually tamed. He's morally black. Book contains dubcon, non-con, and suicidal thoughts. For a full list of triggers, go to the website. So yeah. But can two people with broken souls truly repair the broken parts of each other's psyche? Can their dark and sinful desire overcome their history when it turns out those pasts are more disturbingly intertwined than they thought? They may come out stronger, or it may be they're unraveling. So those are the 28 books I'm going to attempt for the month of February. Like the video if you did. Comment down below if you think I'm absolutely freaking bananas for trying to do this. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more and figure out how I do on this challenge. And remember, until next time, you are loved and you are valid.